morning everyone, hope you're all well. TATTIE scones, otherwise known as potato scones. Being half Scottish, I'd always have these in Scotland if I was having a fried breakfast. They're absolutely delicious and are perfect, either on their own, covered in butter, warm. I've never made them before, so I've always bought them, and when I was in Scotland I bought some, and I kind of bemoaned the fact that I couldn't get them in England. Unbeknownst to me, because I only shop in Lidl, as a lot of you know, Lidl don't sell them, but practically every other supermarket does, apparently, according to your good selves, because you all told me, no, you can get them in Sainsbury's, no, you can get them in Tesco's, and I just didn't know, because, you know, I just shop in Lidl. I do venture out to other supermarkets, but rarely. Yeah. And then some of you said, wisely so, I think Mel, you mentioned this, you said, oh, why don't you just make them? And I thought, oh yeah, why not indeed? And I was astonished. I mean, it's extremely simple recipe, and it looks very easy. It just looks easy. So let's crack on and make some TATTIE scones, aka potato scones. Come and have a look at the ingredients, because it's just this hopefully, being this is the first time I'm making them, really easy. Let's go and have a look. So I have potatoes, Maris Piper, these ones, floury potatoes is what you need. So King Edward's is a floury potato, Maris Piper, not waxy. There must be the floury type. There was debate that I've seen multiple recipes where it was either in self-raising flour or plain flour. I've opted for the plain flour because they really are quite flat, so it doesn't really matter. They don't really need to puff up. Which is what would happen if you use self-raising flour. However, if you had only had self-raising flour in your cupboard, just go ahead and use that. They might just puff up a little bit, which is no problem. Marge or butter. I'm actually using marge in this case, but whatever floats your boat, whatever you have in your fridge, whatever, butter or marge is fine. And that obviously we've got to obviously peel these, cut them up and mash them before we kind of crack on to the next process. So nice and easy. This is just extra flour for the chopping board, you know, because we're creating effectively a potato dough. Right, let's crack on and get this started. I'm going to be chopping these next and getting them boiled. See you in a bit. Okay, let's get these potatoes chopped. There we go. My magic knife. Cut into, well, quarters really. Nothing, not too small, because they need an even boil. So we're going to get them in the pan, boil them, and the next time you see me, they'll be boiled and drained. See you in a bit. Right, it's boiled. Excuse me. I've let it dry, air dry, for as long as possible. It's still warm, but it's not hot to touch, because you've got to just let it air dry. So, well, it's going to be really hot to handle if you sort of went straight in. So I'm going to add the butter, and we're going to mash it. But that's the easy bit, and well, the rest should be fairly easy too. So let's just crack on and mash it, and then we'll start adding our flour a tablespoon at a time, because this may not be all needed, so it's sort of like step by step. Let's crack on. Just add some seasoning. I'm just going to add the self-raising flour. Oh, plain flour. I'm just going to mix it in a spoonful at a time. Right, it's a rough dough, which is great. I'm going to flour the chopping board, get it into a kind of oblong shape and cut it into 3 equal pieces. did say in the recipe to knead it. It feels a bit odd because it, you know, in your mind you know it's a potato, but it kind of does feel a bit like a sort of looser dough. So I'm just going to sort of knead it for a little while, just for a few minutes. Oops. So just so you can see what it looks like. Great. So far so good. I just put them over there. A little bit more flour. You could either use a rolling pin, but someone also said on another recipe, because I did squish it flat. Ooh. It's coming out as quite a good circle shape actually. Like this, like you can see. Just put it back on. Right, well let's cut that into quarters. I'm just going to set them aside. Just going to set them aside and keep making. So I should have 4, I don't know, until 12 scones. So some I will freeze. Yeah. And I'll just keep going until I've got all 12 ready. Okay, pile of potato scones, aka TATTIE scones. Very pleased actually. That was a lot easier than I even imagined. So I'm going to clean up and then we're going to get frying these on a dry frying pan. You don't need any oil or etc, etc, etc. I actually was thinking while I was doing these that chives, cut up chives in these would be absolutely delicious. I think I'll try that next time. I'm really liking how easy this is. Yeah. Especially as so many, that's so many for, I'm definitely going to freeze some. Anyway, let's tidy up and get these fried because I've got a breakfast to make for everybody. And these are part of our weekend breakfast. See you in a bit. Okay, forgive the state of my frying pan. I do need a new one. And this used to be, this was just like that. It was a very good frying pan from Asda. It's, well, it's quite getting on a little bit, so yeah, never mind. It is what it is. So dry, no oil added, just going to fry it. I will need to check the underside, but at the moment I've got it on a fairly high setting, so I'll just turn it right to the top to get it going, and then I'll probably have to turn it down and manage it. But yeah, let's get these fried and we can start having, well, taste test. Quite frankly, looking forward to this. My very own TATTIE scones. Delicious. I know it's early, but I need to see. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's just crack on and fry these. Well, I'm absolutely delighted with these, really am. Well, I'm actually in the middle of doing breakfast, so we're going to taste test these. They're still steaming. I don't know if you can catch that on the camera. and we're going to have these for breakfast. Not all of them. So I'm just going to crack on and get the breakfast on, and I'll see you when I'm going to taste test them. See you in a bit. Yeah. Oh God, I heard a massive echo. Right, that's my breakfast. 2 tatty scones and an egg. Come and have a look at these. These I am cooling to freeze for the next breakfast. So fantastic. Really worth the effort, actually, to be fair. Right. Yeah. Let's come on. Let's come and try this out. I mean, let's try it without. Well, nearly without. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, I love a tatty scone, I really do. Cool, I don't believe I've got some for... I mean, oh, this is really lovely. Now I have some in the freezer. Can stick them... Oh, these could be toasted, couldn't they, to warm them up, maybe? With a breakfast. They're lovely. They're potatoey, you know, that's what you kind of, it's a potato scone. Lovely and thick. Oh, it tastes fantastic. I was very low on pepper. I'd definitely up my seasoning kind of, and add in chives. I wouldn't mind trying that next time. I really will try that next time, because that's I love chives, and then throwing something like that in this would be really lovely. That would work. Brown sauce. Do I have any brown sauce? I think I'm out. Oh, I've run out of brown sauce. Sacrilege. Sacre bleu. Fill you up. Very filling. That's really lovely. Oh. I'm going to butter that piece and finish off my breakfast. I want to say massive thank you for watching. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.